observable tips and tricks. Here we have the assignment about pizza orders. So we have a data table where each row is an order. So you see the order date, you see the day of the week, you see category and name of the pizza and the state where the pizza was ordered, and then like how many orders per that type of pizza, unit price, and total, I guess, amount of money that you got from these orders for different pizzas. Okay, so one obvious way to visualize this dataset is would be to aggregate the totals by the two states where the data is available, California and Nevada, and then compare the total amount of money that you get in two different states for your pizzas. And here is a good attempt uh, of the chart that would show the total amount of money that from sales in two different states, California and Nevada. However, if you try to look closely, and if I zoom in here, you see how these bars, they're like made of individual lines. And so why is that? Why is that happening? So to see it better in our code for this little chart, we can add another encoding tip, and we just set it to true. That means we enable the tooltips. So if before we would hover them and nothing would happen, now we have this little tooltip that tells us that, okay, these are in fact the individual slices and they're stacked on top of each other. And Observable kind of makes you a good service in here because it takes on a good default. So in the end, you still have a reasonable total amount of here because all the bars are now stacked on top of each other. But you don't really want to have a million of visual elements on your screen when you just need two. So let's see how we can solve that issue. And the solution I'll show you right now, let's hide this, is based on just pressing buttons on the screen with your mouse and not coding anything. So if I press plus, add any cell, I can type chart, and there I have like a chart cell suggestion. Alternatively, if I do that immediately after the data table, then a chart comes up as an automatic suggestion with like little orange light bulb here. So that means, hey, use me, I'm the visible thing that you want to pick me. So yeah, I pick this, and the result is this empty field of different options, which I can now use. So instead of the data, I choose pizza orders 21. That's my data set. I know that this is the data array. Then for X, I take the same things as I would have here. So X is total and Y is state, and the field would also be state. So for X, I take my total. It does show something, but ignore it for now. For Y, I take a state. And then for color, I also take the state. So now we see California and Nevada. Every single thing here is a little dot. So now it's similar to the visual elements we have here. If we change it to bar, then you get exactly the same chart as below, just with like slightly better margins, you know. But what we really want to use now is this aggregation button, which is located here. So it's like the summary for the total, and instead of the auto, which is like no summary, we really want to pick the sum. Yeah, then it computes the sum of the total, and then it should be just two bars, one for California, one for Nevada, and we can memorize this is around 14 million, so it should be like about as high over there. So press sum, and now we have the two solid bars, and we're done. That's the chart. That's what we want. Now, when you want to convert that again to JavaScript, so let's say you want more customization, so then you press the plus create new cell immediately after the chart, and then you follow that suggestion, convert to JavaScript, which results in the code of the same chart. You can then remove the previous one, delete that. Yeah. And now you see, you can compare how this chart is made and how that chart is made. So you can see that here you use plot bar x, same as here. Oh, sorry, I need to like pin it. Yeah, pin it. Plot bar x, same as here. This one, however, has another step, which is called group y. And this one doesn't have the group y. It goes directly to saying x total y state. So it's the same thing as here and here. But the group y is, and this x sum is what makes just the two bars instead of them million of little bars here. So hope that explains. That's one way to solve the aggregation, probably the most simple one because you just press the buttons. And then there is other ways to solve the same thing, but computing these aggregations manually for how to do that, and that does give you more control over the data transformations that you're doing. For that, refer to Observable 4 hours tutorial that we have in the course, and that explains how to do aggregations with code step by step manually. But this is like a nice button-pressy trick of getting to this by pressing buttons. Okay, thank you.